Tassi would get upset. But McEnroe said there was some, quote, fake news out there saying that he had never been penalized for his behavior. He had also a lot of the codes, a lot of standards were changed to stop the sort of verbal abuse that John McEnroe heaped on umps, because he recounted how his father said, as long as you don't swear, as long as you don't use vulgarities, you can get away with just about anything. That's not the case anymore.
You know, I think Serena is feeling like she's carrying a lot of responsibility as a woman in tennis, as an African-American woman, and I applaud all the ground that she is breaking. Having said that, there's just a few things that you have to go through when you watch what played out, because it is important, and there's some incredible gender conversations that we can have out of it. Bottom line, she was being coached, and her coach even admits to it. Complicated. If you listen to John McEnroe or Chris Everett, they'll say the umpire might have overplayed his hand a little bit and failed perhaps to give her some soft warnings along the way that could have mitigated things from bubbling up. But she was being coached, and she also did throw the racket. Personally, I don't think that's becoming, whether a man does it or a woman does it. And apparently it's against the rules, and she threw it, so it happened. And then for me, the biggest thing, especially given sort of the conversations I have with women about knowing their value and communicating effectively, one of the big know your value rules is don't take it personally. And the entire thing that played out on the court was extremely personal. It was about Serena. It was about being apologized to, and it just completely blew out of control and, quite frankly, impacted her tennis, you could argue. But even more so, took away from what was really happening. The winner was amazing, and she won, and really what should have happened for her was taken away by Serena, incapable of not taking this all personally and taking it all in. She is such a huge Mike Lupica that she could have waited, and she could have talked about these things on the big stage, so to speak, and really had some good conversations, debates even about whether the data shows that women perhaps are treated unfairly or differently because of the rules. But instead, she brought it onto the court.
Mika, as I watched it play out in real time and heard everybody say afterwards, well, they both lost because of what happened, she riled that crowd up, and she was very gracious afterwards, but her behavior, which could have cost Osaka a match that she was clearly winning and clearly wasn't going to lose. And so much of this was self-inflicted the other day. Mika, you're absolutely right. She wouldn't drop this. She couldn't get past it, and it ended up costing her what might be her last best chance to win the U.S. Open.
Well, Mike, the thing that